Welcome back to Gunsmoke, a Spire RPG actual play from the House of Bob.
Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm playing Istrid Malel, the spider descendant midwife.
I'm Dan. I'll be playing Hugo Verite, the Vermissian sage.
I'm Alex, and I'll be playing Jeroth, the cannibalistic carrion priest.
I'm Christina, and I'm playing Leon LaCroix, bartender by night, knight by day.
And I'm Jake, your game master. If you like what you hear and want to support the show, please visit us at patreon.com/thehouseofbob. Last session, you had a bit of time to kill before your meeting with Ignatius at the showing of the Weeping Maiden. And we left off with Istrin and Ugo sneaking through the back rooms of the arena towards the kitchen after Leon had distracted the guards by starting a fight outside in the audience. So Istrin and Hugo, you make your way down the stone spiral staircase in the tower and into the back hallways. And there are a few people milling about, but most are focused on their work. It's easy enough to avoid their attention. And eventually you make your way to the entrance to the kitchens, which is a wooden door set into the stone wall with a small glass porthole. And you can see the flickering light from ovens within, and you can hear two muffled voices speaking to each other inside.
You want to take a little peeky peek?
Yes, I think that would be a good idea.
All right, let's do it.
A little sneaky peeky. Without risking exposure, what you can see from inside the kitchen is a couple brick ovens on the back wall, and then a long kind of working area down the center of the room with, various pots and pans and implements. And you can see two people at the workstations. One is a brown and black furred gnoll with a food-stained leather apron and a hairnet. And the other is a drow with ivory white skin and hair as well. And she stands a little bit. She's dressed in a sort of nice-looking purple vest with a kind of loose, ruffled white shirt underneath. You catch bits of the conversation, and the woman is not shouting, but kind of chewing out this gnoll a little bit, going, No, you don't understand. Everything must be perfect. Stanza and Blossom will both be in attendance tomorrow. They have highly refined palates. You can't just throw in some spices willy-nilly. The gnoll is going, yes, Miss Chalet. Yes, I understand. Yes, Miss Chalet. Everything will be to your precise specifications, Miss Chalet. The drow continues, see to it that it is. I don't have time to discuss this. I must finish preparations for tomorrow. And with a huff, she turns on her feet and starts to head towards the kitchen door that you guys are hiding behind.
Let's stand on the side that it swings towards. So that way, when she opens it, she'll... Yeah.
What if it's a bull? What if it opens inside?
Oh, my God.
Did you guys check that?
Yes.
Do we have to roll for which side? No, it's okay. The kitchen door, I assume it opens both ways. So,
yeah, why pull when you can push?
Sure. We could have you roll a quick little stealth check, maybe? Whoever has the best.
I don't have, what is it, sneak and...
Yeah, sneak, and we'll call it, actually, high society.
I have neither of those.
Neither do I.
Cool.
So it's just going to be a straight D10 then?
Glad we're on this together.
Yeah. You want to go or you want me to go?
You have at it.
We'll see how this goes. My rolls have not been great of late. Well, that's an 8.
Nice.
8 is, success, no stress. So good. She's already kind of in a huff and seems to have somewhere to go in a hurry. So she just pushes the door open and marches right past you, her boots clicking on the stone. I think Istrin still would have her magic vision on, right?
Do you remember which one I did? Was it Eyes of Ishkra or Web of the Mistress?
I believe it was the Eyes one, the one that lets you see magic.
Cool. Then yes, I couldn't remember which one I cast at this point. If it's Eyes of Ishkra, then yes, it's still there.
Yeah. You notice that her hands are stained with some kind of magic residue. And, you see the kind of trail of magic leading just in the direction that she's walking down the hall and around the corner.
So like an after image is what I'm seeing as she walks away, basically.
Like just a little trail, a little wisp of magic that's following behind her. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
What were the two names that she mentioned again?
Stanza and Blossom.
I got close.
Are we familiar with these?
I don't think you would know offhand, but if you guys maybe... What kind of skills you guys got?
Academia.
I think this would be a high society thing, so call it investigate high society, I think.
I've got investigate.
Nice.
And this would be what they call, I think it's called a partial, I can't remember what it's called, but there's basically a rule for like low risk rolls. Like if you just don't know a thing, it's not like your brain's going to blow up. You might still take a little bit of stress, but it's I think maximum 1 stress on a failure kind of deal.
Oh, that's disappointing. I got 5s. 2 5s.
You're disappointed your head's not going to blow up?
I'm disappointed I got 2 5s. I'm excited about the head not blowing up.
That's fair.
Do I roll as well?
No, we'll just do the 1 roll for now. Okay. So if you have something that you can use to research more, like if there's people you can ask or a book you can find or, a newspaper you can read, that kind of thing, then you could try again. But as it is right now, just in this hallway, you don't happen to know who these people are now.
I'll look into it maybe a little bit later, but
fair enough. Yeah, that's what you've seen so far. The Knoll is still in there. He's kind of looking at the few plated food items on the workstation in front of him, kind of has a annoyed expression. And after a little while, you see he goes off into the back, into a kind of side room, and you can hear him rummaging around in some shelves.
All right, I slip in.
I follow.
Let's do this. Is there any other doors, or is this like the only way through?
From what you can see, this is the only door into the kitchen, but then the kitchen kind of leads off to a storage room behind it, which is where the Knoll went.
Oh, so we don't really need to be in the kitchen?
No, that's where we were going to meet the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, tomorrow you're meeting Ignatius here. You just wanted to kind of scope it out and get, see if there's any information here that might help you.
Do we have any idea where in the kitchen we're supposed to be meeting? And just in the kitchen?
Can't be that big. The freezers.
Yeah, just in the kitchen. And again, like Dan says, it's not a huge place.
Yeah.
All right. I slip in. Let's have a look around.
Let's do an investigate as well. Investigate low society.
Ooh, I got that. Got a 9.
Woo.
Success. You see on the workstation, there's some warm meals with a few bites taken out of, looks like the drow earlier was testing these. And you look around further, it's mostly what you'd expect to find in here, pots and pans and tools and things like that. You see a few kind of crates and barrels, and one of those crates catches your eye specifically. A carving on the crate itself, which reads "Look Shy Meats." And Istrin would know that this is the butchery that Matilda works at, who was the drow mother at your school that you had kind of had suspicions that she may be involved in something bigger.
Yeah.
Further, there is a stamp on the side of the crate, which reads Greem's Guaranteed Shipping Co. And to Hugo, last time you had done some investigating on Ignatius, and you discovered that one of his basically cover identities is as someone named Ganford Greem, North Dock merchant.
Here we go. How difficult would it be to pop open that crate?
It wouldn't be difficult to pop open, but it would be obvious to anybody else that it had been popped open, right? Because it's nailed closed. So the next person to come around would know that someone had been in there. That might be fine. It might not.
I've still got my magic thing going. Is there any magic in the barrel?
Not that you can sense, no.
Okay.
Any other magic in here you see?
Not in the kitchen, no. It seems to be a standard run-of-the-mill kitchen. It's maybe worth noting that your eyes of Ishkra could only see occult magic. So if there was divine magic in here, you wouldn't see it. But
sure,
you kind of doubt that the gods have a particular interest in this kitchen.
Yeah, it seems unlikely, but who knows?
God's not in this room. All right.
God's at Chili's.
Obviously.
Or what's that burger place that we enjoy so much here?
Fungus King.
Oh, Fungus King.
Yeah.
I can feel God in this Fungus King tonight.
Yeah. Cool. I don't know what else to really do in here.
No, I mean, we don't see any hiding places or anything like that around.
All right. I grab one of the shakers and just put it over a bunch of his food. Then I'm out.
You turn over the shaker and the lid comes off and it's just dumps the entire shaker of salt on the meal.
That's fine. I just flip the meal over. If it's like a thing of steak or something, I just flip it to the other side and call it a day.
Brutal.
I think you could, you can find a hiding spot in here should you wish. I think, again, it kind of leads off into a storage room and, there's some shelving units and things like that you could hide behind should the need arise.
Okay.
Is there a window on the storage room door?
No.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Let's get out of here before we get caught.
Sure.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Leon.
Yeah. I'm beating ass.
Currently, there is a large drow jumping through the air towards you
Excellent.
with his fist pulling back, getting ready to try to take you down and letting out a war cry. This is the guy that you had just kind of pushed backwards, and then he tripped over the bleachers, and he got up onto the bleachers and leapt towards you.
Okay.
When did you?
He's mid-jump at me right now? Okay. Well, I'm going to try to use his momentum to throw him back over again.
Nice.
So why don't you roll a fight, low society?
8 and a 9.
Wow.
So I grab him by the, his collar as he's doing it, and I just arch him right over me, right onto his back, onto the bleachers.
Sure. Do you want to roll your stress damage then? D3. And when you fight in front of a crowd, you get brutal, right? So
yes.
You get to roll it twice and take the best.
Oh, 2 ones.
Oh. All right. Well, just 1 stress for this guy.
I just dazed him.
Yeah, he is just a guy. He's a fight fan. You feel like he probably, trains on the weekends, but he's not like a, brawler himself. So with the hit you had on him last time as well, he's not down for the count, but he's slow to get up to his feet there, kind of a little dizzy. But you can still see the fire in his eyes. He's mad. He's not going to give up quite yet.
Okay. I can't pivot this to be like, haha!
You could certainly try.
I'm trying to be bros now. That's the kind of bros we are, the fight.
You also see the guard that you had distracted, a Knoll member of the arena staff here, is also pushing through the crowd to get towards you guys.
Okay, cool. Well then, what I would like to do, I'm going to swing this guy again. I'm really enjoying this dance we're having into the Knoll guard coming our way. So then I'm just going to step away after that.
Perfect.
Hopefully. A 10.
Jeez.
This fight is going my way.
How annoying. So you just get 110? Or?
I just got 110,
Okay.
yeah. A 10 and a 7.
Sure. So just as the Knoll is parting the crowd and within about arm's reach of you, you grab onto the other drow and whisk him off his feet and into the chest of the guard, who they both go tumbling backwards in a pretzel of a drow and Knoll. You said you were, after that, you were just going to book it? Or?
Yeah. But like casually, not
Casually book it.
I don't want to like draw more attention to myself.
Is that in your nature?
I guess.
Would you love,
No, yeah, you're right. You're right. I would be pretty braggadocious about all of this.
In fact, I think you get to like refresh some of your stress when you win in front of a crowd.
This is true.
And that's called The Crowd Goes Wild, so I don't think it's subtle.
Okay, well then I'm just standing up with one leg up on a bench, and I'm like, yeah, with my arms waving in the air, trying to get them cheering for me.
Some of the people around you in the immediate vicinity join in on the cheer, but it suddenly dies down as you hear a loud, booming voice from the center of the arena. A voice that says, "Perhaps instead of stealing my spotlight, you two would like to come down here and fight me for it,
Do it.
I don't fight anyone who juices, my bro.
You look towards the center of the arena and you see, proud Shimmering-Beast-Of-The-Dawn.
Yeah.
The Aelfir, basically champion of the arena. He's far away. He's down there. You hear a kind of strange echo to his voice as if it is magically amplified in some way. His opponent is on the ground, bloody and beat, and he raises a pointed finger towards you.
Towards me?
Yeah.
And I am like,
Oh, me?
who, me?
Little old me.
I'm like, it wouldn't be quite a fair fight for me. I'm not an idiot.
Yeah, you can just say no.
Some of us fight au naturel, and some of us are you, my friend, and I'm just going to say no to that.
Sure. I think we need like a compel low society from you.
Okay.
No one can force you to fight. If you leave, you leave. But there might be some reputational loss involved, I think.
Right.
Makes sense.
I got a 9.
Ugh, never mind.
Everybody agrees it's stupid to fight this guy.
Nobody even likes this guy.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. The crowd cheers.
Run away.
Save yourself. Call it quits. Go home. Go home.
So supportive.
I know. Well, they know.
You look back and, say your piece to the tall, muscular, sharp-featured Elfir, who, despite being a professional brawler, he has flawless, milky skin and a very handsome face. There's not a scar or a bruise or a wrinkle on him. And he has this really bratty smirk that begs to be punched.
One day.
He wears little more than a loincloth, which is very different from the typical kind of exorbitant and masked Elfir style. But you, with the crowd cheering at your exit.
Bye. I'm waving at the crowd as I leave, and they're all like, yeah, go
Oh, take a break. Come back tomorrow.
You whooped ass, guy.
Get a good nap in.
You've done enough.
Shimmering-Beast-of-The-Dawn just kind of gives you a dismissive wave and continues his work, and you exit the arena.
His bloody
I'm
work.
curious what his work is. Does he just go keep punching the guy on the ground?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
He's already unconscious.
He's already won, but he's now pissed off.
It sounds like you guys are both kind of heading out then, or everybody's heading out.
Yeah, let's regroup back at the base,
Regroup.
maybe.
Yeah.
So you head back to the foundry in Red Row, where your hideout is, past the multitudes of doors. You guys meet back up, all four of you, go over some of the information you gathered over the past little bit. And I think we said you had 2 days until the start of the play. I think we're probably the morning of the play now. So if there's maybe a quick thing you guys wanted to do, you could, but otherwise we'll head there shortly.
Zeroth is just going to pray before they head out. Have a little meditative moment.
Sure. Are you praying for something, or is it just kind of a general prayer?
Just a general prayer, but, with the intention of things going well today and us not coming to harm and finding the information we're looking for. Give us luck and watch our backs, and thanks for being a cool god. So.
Amen.
I did have one quick question. My armor refreshes now, right?
Yeah, armor refreshes at the end of a situation.
Okay, cool.
I don't think I have any stress. Let me take a look.
You did take some mind stress.
I do have some stress. Yeah, I took a lot of stress. Holy smoke.
You picked up the wrong book in the Vermisian.
Yeah, took 5.
You do have a refresh, which is uncover hidden information. So when you do that, you get to heal a little bit of stress. You did uncover Ignatius's cover identity the other day.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably should have refreshed some at that point. I don't think that's a huge find or anything, so we'll call it a D3.
I'm going to say you learned how good I whoop ass.
Was that hidden?
I wasn't there to see. I'm sorry.
Oh, dang. I was trying to help you.
I feel like that's not new information either.
Well, you guys knew I could whoop ass, just not how good I could do it.
Rolled a 5 on a D6, so that's
3.
3. Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
So you heal the one actual stress you took,
Mhm.
and then you can refresh 2 of your free slots as well.
Yeah, nice.
All right, we good to go?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Or is there anything else?
Yeah, I don't know what else I could really be doing in such short time.
We could go to the butcher's to poke at that lady a little bit more, but
I thought about that, but I don't know what we'd
yeah,
get out of it.
I don't.
So far, all there's a connection vote. I don't know what enough to accuse of what, though.
Yeah, maybe we'll find something out at this meeting or something. We'll make it part of the deal.
God, I hope they're not planning to blow up the play.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's where they're meeting us, so
It's true. Still.
be weird to blow it up while they're there.
Yeah.
Or it's the perfect crime.
Or it's the
Yeah.
perfect
Nobody can
crime.
accuse them of a crime if they did it themselves.
Yeah, if they're the victims, yeah.
Yeah, I say we can just cut to the evening.
Sure.
We're going to have to sneak back in again.
Well, I guess maybe. Not into the arena. You can just buy tickets.
No, but down into the...
Yeah, but I guess if you want to get to the employees area, you might have to do a little subterfuge.
Okay.
You know where it is and everything now, so it'll be a little easier.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give you a mastery or something to get back in there a second time. But first, as the evening breaks, you head to the arena, You see a big gaggle of people outside the entrance to the arena. There's a palpable excitement in the air amongst guests, people chattering to each other. There are, vendors selling snacks and Weeping Maiden merchandise. You see at least one person dressed up as the main character. And you also see, just on your way in, quite a lot of Silver Star Knights. This is the Knight Order that was brought in ostensibly to do security for this play. Rivals to, really all the Knight Orders are kind of rivals amongst each other, but
we don't like them.
The Order of the Kraken is no exception there. But you also see city guards about as well. And there's a real kind of noticeable tension between the knights and the city guard. They're, standing at odd corners to each other and staring off and that kind of thing.
Anyone I might know in the city guard?
Do you want there to be someone you know?
It'd be cool to know someone.
All right, you tell me who it is then.
A drinking buddy of mine. She's still doing her durance, so she's a little bit younger. Okay. Her name is Elsie.
Okay. Do you make yourself known to her? Or?
Not quite yet. I just want to clock that maybe I recognize some people.
Sure. Yeah, make a note of it for later shenanigans.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds good. Anything else on the outside, or are you guys heading in?
Jaroth is going to take a look around the employee entrances at the back. Employees who seem like they're having a bad day and maybe just need someone to talk to. Maybe people who got hurt on the job and need someone to lend them a bandage or whatever. He's just trying to, be community minded.
Sure.
It's important that the church have an active role in the community.
Yeah, for sure. There are a couple of the stage crew.
Okay.
Who presumably were working on sets and that kind of thing. And you see one of them has been injured while, sawing some planks or something.
Right.
Nothing grievous, but enough that he's out here with one of his friends just taking a break.
Gotcha. Well, Jaroth offers him some bandages. He's got lots of them and helps patch this guy up. And for no real reason other than it's just the right thing to do. And they exchange a kind word and wishes him good luck with the show tonight.
Cool.
I just want to cast Eyes of Ishkra again.
Sure.
Okay, that's an 8.
You see all forms of occult magic in the surrounding area. You had this effect on as you approached the arena before. And again, we kind of described, there's a bit of kind of ambient, weird magic that goes on in the Spire as usual.
Yeah.
But there's something additional this time, which is you see a sort of little motes of magic being blown by the wind in the area around the arena. And it seems to sort of coalesce in these little piles of dust that are accumulating outside the edges of the arena.
Have I seen anything like it before?
No.
Okay. I'll point it out to the group just so they're aware. It's weird.
That is weird. All right, let's go in.
Yeah, we all just nod kind of like, that is weird.
Yeah, okay.
That's fucking weird.
I don't know magic.
Anyway.
You make your way inside the arena proper. You take your seats in the bleachers. Some of you may have plans to break off and try to go into the back rooms or whatever. But what you see as you enter in, you see now that the center of the arena, there's a kind of wooden stage that's been built there. And you see the box seat where Mother Moon, the Knoll owner of the arena, where she was last time, and she's there again today. But then you also see a second box room with 2 Aelfir. They are both wearing kind of flowing robes of pale blue and gold. One is wearing a obnoxiously large mask that depicts the sun and the moon, and it has little clockwork meteors and shooting stars that orbit around it. The other's mask is made of live flowers and vines that trail behind them. Their chairs are made of twisting, blooming branches that have been grown out of the cracks in the stone floor, and a drow servant stands to their right behind a large block of ice, fanning the cool air towards them. And to their left is a glittering silver cage with 2 small yellow birds.
That's fucking obnoxious.
It's interesting because so that means this play does not get played often in the upper levels then.
No, not to your knowledge, yeah.
This is the only way they can see it is to deign to come down to this area.
Some of the Silver Star Knights are kind of stationed outside the box room area where the Aelfir are.
That's okay. We have no business with them.
Well, I don't like them being here.
No.
Yeah. If some sort of accident happened, I wouldn't be sad about it.
Yeah.
While everybody's getting settled, Jaroth offers to go pick up snacks at the concession for everyone.
Oh, thanks, man. I'm starving.
Excellent.
Is there a Fungus King franchise here?
Oh, there's always a Fungus King. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's definitely the truck. Yeah.
Yeah. The cart. Yeah.
Hold on, let me look at the menu.
So you take some orders from everybody.
Patty shake, fungus poppers, slime burger, mold nuggets.
Double serving mold nuggets, please.
Yeah, I'll have a Schlamburger.
A slime burger, mold
Schlamburger
nuggets,
for me. Yeah.
A fungus poppers for me.
and the fungus poppers. You got it, everyone.
Oh, what the hell? Give me a patty shake too.
And a patty shake. Absolutely. Patty shake. You got it, man.
Bakers, man.
So what's your kind of general game plan here after you get the snacks, of course?
Of course.
Well, my game plan is actually like the journey to the snacks because
Mhm.
like, you know, in going to see the concession, you can sort of take a look around. You know, we know where this other box is with the Aelfir and their fucking birds and their masks and their bullshit.
And they're bullshit, yes.
And they're bullshit. And I kind of want to get a look to see, like, you know, where's the entrance to the box and who else is around? And is there like another escape route maybe that we can keep an eye on? If it's appropriate, I don't know if this counts as like a potentially dangerous situation, but I, you know, would use lay of the land if that's the case.
I did have a question that might go with that too. It's just like, who is guarding that area? Is that more than now Silver Star Knights, or are there actually any city guard in that area as well?
I think, you know what? I think it's probably a standoff of the two. I think
Okay.
on one side, there's some
Right.
Silver Star Knights, and the other side, there's a few city guard.
Okay.
I feel like Lay of the Land is really meant to be a more kind of combat-y thing.
Okay.
But I think like you could roll, and like if you get a good roll, then we'll let you use it. So
Okay.
well, let's do Investigate Low Society.
All right, 6.
Success at a cost.
Okay.
Sure. So we'll let you do it. You can do your Lay of the Land ability, which you can basically name 3 features of this arena that one of you will be able to take advantage of later.
Okay.
But kind of snooping around a little bit, and some of the guards clock you. And I'm
Right.
just going to do a little shadow stress to you. 3 shadow stress.
3 shadow
That's a
stress.
lot.
That uses up 2 of my free slots.
Mhm.
And then does that add another one after that?
Yeah. So you use up your 2 free slots, and then you accumulate 1 shadow
Okay.
stress.
Now, if I were to take shadow stress again later, is it my free slots are used up, or they're like an armor to?
They're used up until
Okay.
you heal it. Yeah.
Okay.
Or refresh it. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Damn.
The guards are on high alert, and they're on edge, especially with these knights here and these Aelfir in attendance. If things go wrong, it's going to look bad for them. So they're kind of on
I'm
edge,
just
and they
getting
see
snacks.
this weird carrion guy snooping around with his hyena, and they're just kind of keeping a closer eye on you.
Right. It doesn't occur to them that, you know, I'm just looking for my way back to my seat because my arms are full of fucking Fungus King.
They think, who could eat that much fungus?
Right.
He's got friends.
I've got friends waiting for me.
You don't look like you have friends.
Wow. I mean, it's true, but wow. Okay, so I can name 3 things.
Yeah.
Okay. I do notice like a fire exit or something. I notice another way out.
Sure.
That's maybe, it's not blocked off, but it's not easy to see. So
It's out of the way.
it's out of the way. Yes, thank you. I also notice that the box next to the Aelfirs doesn't seem to be particularly well guarded. And I notice that the person working the Fungus King cart is someone I recognize. I had, you know, helped with the funeral proceedings for a family member of theirs.
Sure.
I know them.
Sure.
By help, do you mean you ate them?
Aided.
Aided.
I aided.
With barbecue sauce.
Nah, Fungus King sauce.
Obviously. Come on.
Mm,
It was green slime.
green slime dipping sauce. Mm-mm.
That's going on the fucking list. Green slime dipping sauce.
I should have asked if anybody took a program on the way in.
Yeah,
Sure.
they gave it to us when we gave our tickets or whatever, I'm sure. That's a pretty standard thing, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see on the program, Weeping Maiden, exclusive showing, Red Row Arena. And you see on the inside flap a picture of the playwright who Istrin and Hugo recognize as the woman that you saw in the kitchen yesterday.
Oh, she's the playwright.
Miss Shelley.
Oh, the one who was yelling at the people?
Yeah. You take a quick glance at the synopsis. You know, it's one of those Shakespearean tragedy type plays. Oh, actually, let me go back a step. This is a style of play called Desson, which is a drow art style, which is basically like a semi-improvised fight ballet. So there is an overall like story, but all the fights are actually fought. And then whoever actually wins the fight, that'll change how the rest of the story goes.
How can you even
confusing.
write that?
Right?
I mean, that's basically like being a DM. So.
What you don't know is they're rolling dice behind the scenes.
Yeah, exactly. This particular play is about a drow princess that is married off to a cruel, unloving duke of a distant kingdom, and all the nobles there treat her terribly. So she enacts a scheme to kill all the nobles and kill the duke and free herself. And to do this, she invites the spirit of Lekole, who is the drow goddess of the blood moon, the same deity that the Crimson Vigil worship. She invites the spirit of Lekole into her, which she uses to kill all the nobles and the duke. She returns home thinking she's victorious, but she's still possessed by this spirit of vengeance who tricks her into thinking that her family were in on it the whole time. So then she kills her family and that kind of thing.
Damn.
Oh.
Typical tragedy type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What, again, is sort of the general game plan going forward?
I think we want to meet up with the guy, right?
Yeah.
Did we have a time?
Yeah, it would be kind of about midway through the play.
Okay.
Before the play starts, you see Miss Chalet, this playwright, come out onto the stage, and she gives a kind of typical little artsy speech about how Lekole spoke through her, and she's simply transcribing, her words, that kind of thing. She's wearing an Aelfir-style mask that depicts the 4 Aelfir deities. And she says, "We are honored today to welcome 2 very special guests, my patrons, A Stanza Left Unfinished, and Blossoms on the Moor."
Wait, that's their name?
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking hate them
Yep.
so much.
Do you guys want to boo? I kind of want to see if I can get some booing. Yeah.
She kind of, points up at the booth where you saw the 2 Aelfir, and they kind of go, oh, and, kind of do a little queen wave.
Can I subtly boo?
Can throw a couple nuggets.
I'm sure drow have like a special thing that sound we make that they don't know is a booing, but
Yeah.
Frequency they can't hear.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there is not roaring applause or anything after that. There is a couple people that are, just give a few polite claps out of kind of awkwardness, but it's pretty flat, the response to that.
All right. I give a sarcastic, yay.
Awesome.
And then before long, the play begins, and you see, again, the young princess being married off to a cruel duke and starting to hatch her little schemes to eliminate all the nobles and the courtesans one by one. Again, once she engages in combat with one of these other nobles, they actually fight to first blood. And the actress that's playing the princess has definitely defeated them one by one. One kind of unique artsy thing, whenever someone has been killed, quote unquote, the bodies are left on the stage. And sometimes a stagehand will come and rig them up against the rafters or put them up on some kind of display of these quote unquote corpses. And they're painted with strange runes and things like that.
Sucks to be that actor.
And I'm going to need from all of you, actually not all of you, anybody who has the occult domain,
Yep.
to roll resist plus occult, please.
8 for Sheriff.
So if I don't have anything, I'm not rolling.
I rolled 3 5s.
I got a 6. Wow. Right down the middle.
That's terrible.
So Istrin and Leon.
Mm-hmm.
Istrin, as you're kind of watching the play, you still have your magic vision.
Uh-huh.
And you see that as these bodies are strung up and there's these glyphs painted on them, that they start to radiate a magic. And as the actors move, they kind of draw arcane sigils in the path behind them. And as you're just starting to put this together, something clicks. For both you and Leon, this is the best fucking play you've ever seen.
I get it.
Nice.
Guys, I get it. This is so good.
Wait, so the runes just like clue you into it being awesome?
I think we're hypnotized.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You look over and you see kind of their eyes cloud over for a second and their eyes roll back for a moment and then they emerge and both of them are just so psyched about this play.
Oh, yeah.
Not only are they super psyched about it, but they see the person beside them not being psyched about it and that makes them mad.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
I pick up Ugo by both of his shoulders and I'm like, don't you get it? Don't you see how beautiful her pain is? But I'm shaking you the whole time I'm saying that.
Who are you shaking?
You.
Me? Okay. I guess it just went over my head. I don't know.
I'm crying at this point. I'm like, her pain, man.
It's pretty cool.
So,
Her pain.
Hugo, you resisted, but you still took stress.
Yeah. What kind of stress? Mind? That sounds like mind.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
It is mind stress, and it is 7 mind stress.
Oh. I don't even have that many boxes.
I have 5 actual stress now.
And Leon, same for you.
I took 7?
Yeah.
So what happens when it's more than I can do?
Well, there's no limit to what you can take.
Oh.
It's just that...
I just don't have free slots, I guess.
And there's the increased chance of something manifesting, something bad happening as a result.
I see.
For Hugo, you're actually fine.
Oh.
Amazingly. As for Leon, you are not.
Oh, really?
So you're going to take some moderate fallout.
Ooh, this is a first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Exciting.
basically, when you take stress, I roll an additional d10, and if I roll under the total amount of stress that you have, then you take fallout, which becomes a kind of actual mechanical manifestation of your stress. The good news is you also get to heal some of your stress immediately after that happens. 5 of that stress that you just took.
Okay. Up and down here.
Yeah. But you're going to take some fallout. Yeah, I think it's probably just going to be freak out is the most appropriate one here.
I mean, it sounds like already well on his way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're fanboying pretty hard.
You lose it. You won't calm down until you're restrained, or if whatever caused your mental break is destroyed or flees, or if you're knocked unconscious.
Well, there's some options.
Yeah. So you had the ideal already, just from what we were describing flavor-wise.
Yeah.
You're just obsessed with this play right now, and it's annoying you that the people around you are not as psyched about it as you are. Those of you that did pass, Jaroth, Hugo, you can see that kind of general atmosphere is starting to spread throughout the rest of the audience, that some people are starting to kind of bump elbows, and someone talks over the play and the other guy shouts at him to be quiet, and tempers are starting to flare a little bit throughout the whole audience.
I didn't take any stress, and I should have. I got a 5.
Yes, you should have. So it would have been the same 7. I just rolled
7
once for everybody. Yeah.
Don't you have to roll to see if
Fallout
Yeah.
any fallout?
shouldn't be hard.
So 6. So same thing as Leon. Then you also heal 5 of that stress. Cool. But you are freaking out, man.
Okay.
And we'll be back in 2 weeks. Thank you for listening to this episode of The House of Bob. If you're enjoying the show, please give us a review on Apple Podcasts, tell your friends, or hit us up on social media. We're at The House of Bob on most platforms. If you'd like to support the show financially, consider checking out our Patreon. We've got a lot of bonus content there, including a monthly bonus recording, like director's commentary and one-shots. And I want to extend a very special thank you to all our current patrons. Couldn't do it without you. You're all lovely people. Thanks so much. Artwork for this episode was by Jake at Javix. The audio production by Alex of Astronomic Audio. And the music was by Duke Albert. Thanks again for listening. Have a great day. Roll on.
Take that, Mike.
Yeah,
What?
take that, Mike. I hear Mike hates clapping.
Every time.
Fight. Oh, I don't have low society. I got no society. There's no high, no low.
You don't fit in with society.
Yeah. Anyone I might know in the city guard?
Do you want there to be someone you know?
It'd be cool to know someone.
We could have, what was that guy's name?
Not the one that I kind of
The one you
made feel weird that one time.
there is.
I forgot his name now.
I have it on. It's on the thing. Zaylor.
Oh yeah, Zyler. Zyler and Zaylor or whatever. No, someone else.
It's the highest of the 2 rolls, correct?
Yeah. You take your highest
Okay.
die.
We're not adding our rolls.
No adding here.
Good. Bad at math.
Get out of here, math. Stay funky, my mycelial junkie.
Stay fungal.
Stay fungal. Oh my god.